Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my video tour of a vacation home that I built for my Rags to Riches Get Famous Edition family, which they're at the sort of more riches part because that's why they're able to have a second home, because this is set up to be a second home because I have used a retail lot option for it, which means that you can have your Sims be on their home lot and then they can buy a retail store and transfer the funds in and then they can essentially buy the lot. It's about I gave them $175,000 essentially, and they have $31,000 left after the value of the actual house. They paid for the lot up front before they moved over into it, which I think was $7,500 or something like that. So that gives you an idea of what the house is worth. So a few things with using the retail option as a secondary or more a lot is that if your Sims are famous, I was finding the paparazzi were here. I did manage to get them to leave, and I also have now put a gate and a fence and a gate with gates down below so that it hopefully keeps them off of like the whole house and living deck area. But I was struggling to get them to leave. I had to travel and leave the lot and come back. Of course, I had to place the fence after they came, and I realized it was an issue because even with the store closed, they still were there, and they were coming in the house and all this stuff, even though the store was closed. So keep that in mind if you're going to use this. Of course, you could also use a restaurant with dine out or a vet clinic with cats and dogs. I chose the retail route because the requirements for retail are much less. You need to essentially have a cash register on the lot, where the other two you need more things to make it meet the requirements. So it may make it harder to play if you don't actually meet the requirements. And you can't have basements to sort of stick them away, out of the way in this type of lot. There is a mod for it. I've heard it's glitchy. I haven't tried it, so I can't really speak as to whether it's glitchy or not. And the mod lets you put basements and pools on beach lots, which in general is not supposed to be something you can do. Though I saw someone show a pool on a beach lot, and there's a tutorial for it, which if I remember, I will link below. I haven't actually watched it yet. I do plan on watching it because I would be fun to be able to actually have a pool here and not have to go in the ocean all the time to go swimming and stuff like that. So anyways, so here we are. Here's the lot. There's not a lot of land on this particular lot, Sapphire Shores, which is on the residential island in Sulani. And the house itself is 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. And I have a lot of glass ceilings on the living area. The bedrooms and bathrooms all have regular roofs without glass. In real life, that would be hot in a hot place because the sun would beat through. But it's Sims, so it's okay, and it works fine. As with the open windows here, in a place like Sulani, I'm sure there's bugs. I lived in Bermuda for a number of years. You want screens to keep the bugs out. They're flying cockroaches in the summer in Bermuda, and I know I visited Caribbean islands. I know this isn't the Caribbean, but I would think, bugs like the warmth, and you would want screens for sure. Anyways, but these don't have screens, and luckily it's Sims, so it doesn't particularly matter. So we're going to come here, and so this is a fenced area. There's the nice swing that comes with island living that has really good stats for fun, so that's a good thing. And then over here we have an aqua zip and a bonfire in the unlocked area. And then this is a canoe. It's not really something I would think of as a canoe because I grew up canoeing on lakes, so that's not what canoes look like to me. That looks more like a bit of a sailboat, but whatever. It is Harvest Fest in the game, so the gnomes spawned on their own. And as you can see, there's like some covered areas here, but this is open, so you can sunbathe on these lounge chairs because it is open. And then of course there's a barbecue and a seating area that you can eat all the way outside. Fun fact about my ball pit, because my family has a toddler, I just had it sitting out here just like the slide is, but my youngest was like, oh well, if it rains the balls will all wash out and go into the water. But, and even with the lid, with the ceiling like I have here, in real life, you'd have rain coming in from the side. So you could still have a problem, but, he was happy enough that I put a roof over top of it. And I know there is actually like an awning thing that you can put over, but I think at the time when I was trying to do it, I don't know if it seemed big enough or I couldn't find it, so I just built my own, and it isn't that big, so it may not work for the ball pit. If you've used it for the ball pit, let me know down below, but I just built my own little awning essentially to cover it up. And here, this isn't actually an awning, I just pulled it out to be a yoga area over there at the back, which we'll get there in a minute. Now I'm actually going to, again, go down and get rid of the roof, so because we're done with that. So when you come in here, this is like one of the doors that comes in from this porch area, and it has like the kitchen area, which we'll zoom in, and like an eating area here, which has like nice breezes, we'll pretend, because it's open and the blinds are up, which you could obviously in real life put down, but you know, in Sims they're always up. And here's our kitchen area, which is split a little bit because there's a door going into a bedroom, but you know, here's it like this. I realized you can't put the bar right in front of the fridge. There's not like it, they require to have 2 grid spaces between them, so I just moved it over. It's okay to be by the dishwasher, that's not an issue. And I have a kava bowl, though I don't think, because I've made this a retail lot, I don't think we could probably have a party on this lot. For that reason, they probably would need to go off the lot to have a party, but I will be doing that in game because I'm going to be spending some time with my family that are here, you know, starting next Friday. And because it's Harvest Fest, she's making a grand meal. So here's the kitchen. It's a mixture of things from different packs. This is from Jungle Adventures, as is the stove. But the little stools are actually from Island Living. So they have, I like how they kind of have some of the colors sort of match a little bit throughout the different packs. So it kind of helps make you, when you're, you know, doing things between packs, match them up. So here's the first bedroom, which is our Sims sister, who is a child, is in, and I used the bed from Island Living, and then I picked up some pinks and purples on the walls to go with the bed. And the dresser is just base game. Fun little sunscreen, though when you actually have your Sims sunscreen, I've done it, I don't think you need to have it, it's just a decor item. And because we have a cat in the family, I put the cat scratcher / place where the cat could also sleep in the little girl's room. And she has one of the 2 computers in the house, which obviously anyone can come in and use it, but she does have it in her bedroom. And then over here is a bathroom. All the bathrooms in the house, the 4 of them, essentially use the shower and the tub from Island Living. And the wall covering is from Jungle Adventures. And then there's a toilet and a sink in them. So why don't we go top so you can sort of see these 2 right there. And so that's kind of them. They're very basic bed bathrooms. Just they'll do the trick, and it's what you need to do. So she has an ensuite. This bathroom is accessible from the living area and also from the toddler's bedroom, which is right here. She's asleep. And there's a gnome in there because it's not Winterfest, but Harvest Fest. And there's a book on the floor because the mom was reading to her to bed, and a couple of potties in here because I didn't have room for the potties in the other room. I did do this without move objects, so everything is like working, and I've already played a little bit, so it seems to be working fine. And then, like I said, so this is the toddler's bedroom. Here's the other bathroom, which is, like I said, I use similar things in the different rooms, same floor coverings and wall coverings. Now, this is the parents' room, and in the toddler's room, the door is here, and right across is the parents' door, so this close, so they can go get her if they need to pretty easily. I'll actually have 3 computers in the house, because I have one in this bedroom, too. I had forgotten about that one. So this is their bedroom, and they have a dresser, and like a nice seating area here that overlooks the water, and instead of the open windows, which we have here, the open windows, we have glass windows instead. And for some reason, I just noticed this went on the wrong side. There. Now it's in the right spot. I'll be making sure that the version on the gallery has any fixes that I do while I'm doing this. So there we go. So that's their bedroom. Out here we have laundry, which is covered, and the cat litter box, and Patchy, because I love Patchy. They were able to befriend him. Whether he comes off, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm hoping, because that would help with, he can be very helpful. And here's the main living area here. It is seasons friendly because I have a thermostat, I should say, and the thing for umbrellas. So it's a nice bright little area. They have a chess table and a seating area. This, of course, these are from Island Living because I thought that would make sense to have it here, but they do have a TV and a fireplace and a gaming console. So they do have some, regular things. And there was also a stereo here for them to listen to music. That stereo is from Get Famous because it has very good stats for fun, I have to say. So we saw this area here, and then over here is this back separate living space, which her younger brother is, who he just aged up to a young adult. And if you want to have an extra person, I was thinking maybe if I find that it gets too much, I might move a sim in to be like the maid, because it's a retail lot, we can't have a maid. Or if you make it a regular lot, this could be the butler's room if you have the pack for that. Vintage Glamour is the pack. So that's an extra bedroom there. And this is the brother's bedroom. He's the only one with the closet, and he also has, there is also a computer in here in the open living area there, there's a computer, some seats. The only thing that I brought that has to do, they all do music tracks, so I brought that so that they can keep up with their, they have to do sort of daily tracks releasing kind of thing, or every other day. So that way they can keep doing that. But it is a vacation home, so I tried to limit. I didn't bring their whole video recording studio. I didn't think they needed to do that while they were here. And this is where I have the cash register to make it a retail lot. And then he has the coffee maker back here that comes with Get Together. And he has a closet. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but he has a closet, the only closet on the lot. And then he has the bathroom, which is very similar to the rest of the bathrooms. And we have an observatory back here and a couple of easels. And again, this yoga area. If I don't use the incense very much, so you could replace these candles with the incense if you wanted to use that instead. I just find they catch fire, so I don't particularly like them very much. And it has an area here where you can go into the water at the back because it was deep enough. I tried putting it here, it wasn't deep enough, so that's why it's back there instead, which is part of why I ended up just doing it. And I thought it was good for us having a separate. A lot of times when you're on a vacation home, there might be a separate guest cottage, so I thought that made sense, but it also to let them make sure they had their own bathroom back there. So that's kind of a view of the house. Let's go into live mode, and we can put the walls up, and we can go into tab and then sort of see there's the view from the room. So it's kind of nice. I'm guessing that must be the conservation island with the volcano is my thought. I don't really know. And there's like a sailing boat coming. So it has very nice views, and I'm guessing that's the town. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. So here's all the views around of their house that they can get. Just sort of trying to slowly turn so that it's not too bad. Yeah, so there we go. Lots of nice, and then we're coming back, and we're going to be back to seeing the house. Nice, that's why I just thought it would be fun to have the observatory there. And we're back out of tab mode. So that is it. I will have this on the gallery. Let's go in and take a look here. So here we are with the version that is going to be on the gallery. This is a little different than what we've looked at because I have further play tested it and added a little bit more to it. I realized that the paparazzi could swim to the back and get up where we had the spot for going in the water. So I put like a secondary deck where they can get up, and then there's a gate so you can't get into the you need to get through it to get to where the rest of the family can go. So that was kind of that. And then I ended up swapping out the canoe for this one that was a red version. Mainly because when I was going to put it on the gallery, my sim family had used the other version and it was kind of just off the lot and I couldn't move it. So I just put another one on. And because they had been starting to play there, the other one was actually one that came with the conservationist career. And this is just one that is unlocked all the time. And red is one of my favorite colors. So I threw in the red there. So this version is what's going to be on the gallery. I have made it as a residential lot. So if you do want to use it as a secondary home and not use it as a residential lot, you can change it easily to retail. It has still the cash register that's required for retail. But if you don't have Get to Work, but you do instead have Dine Out or Cats and Dogs, you could use the vet clinic for cats and dogs or a restaurant for a dine out, but it does not have the things you need to make it kind of a complete lot. So I'm not sure how that plays out. I did see someone in a Facebook group commenting that they just didn't use those things and it just said it was incomplete, but they were still playing with it. So it's possible that it's fine. As you can see, it uses quite a few packs here, all the way across. And the couple of changes that I had made, fixing the curtain and all the gnomes are gone. So this is essentially sort of the cleaned up version of the play tested lot. If you would like to see the lot in action, join me next Friday with my Rags to Riches Get Famous family. They'll be back in 3 or 4 parts, sort of playing out with this house and in Sulani. And I also have given a couple of other lots makeovers, which you can see there, and I will be putting them up later once I show them in my Let's Play on the gallery. But this one will be going up on the gallery. I will link it down below as it is. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!